Welcome to Spoilerwood.
Welcome to Spoilerwood. This is the second part of the Stranger Things review. This will be episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're just going to jump straight into it. If you haven't heard this part yet, go and do part 1. Then some things will make more sense for what we talk about here. Starting things off, we're going to go straight back to Dustin. We've started both parts of this with Dustin.
Well, it's great.
Dustin's great. We will start off with Dustin and his relationship with Steve, especially in episodes 5 and 6. As we discussed in part 1, Dustin's character has been amazing this season. How he's reluctant to give up that Eddie was... the fact that he won't give up that Eddie was innocent. I love that. I love that carry on. And in doing so, that did push away Steve, who was obviously his best friend throughout the season 2, 3, and 4.
It felt more like because he was scared to lose him as well. Which is something that obviously is there in the episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about that soon. Steve and Dustin, they didn't break up the friendship, but they definitely made it that they were more separated.
Like, obviously, you have the scene when after Dustin gets jumped, you have Steve go up to him and he's like, "Hey." Like, Steve obviously wants to keep the friendship alive.
Yeah.
He's like, he instantly knows it's like, you've been jumped by these guys. Like,
yeah.
Why? What?
Yeah, 100%. It's a very interesting decision because it shows that despite everything that's happened, there is the effect of friendships.
Yeah.
Which isn't shown a lot, I've noticed, through the seasons, because obviously it all ends with them all happy.
Yeah.
But the idea that Steve and Dustin, the duo, the duo of people who people would cite as the best out of the dynamics, to have that split up is a good move.
It's also one that was like very risky.
Yes,
breaking up two of the most important characters in the show could have come with a lot of risk, but I think they handled it really well.
100%, yeah, they did it really, really well. So it was just a nice change, and obviously there was the whole thing in episodes was it 6? Where Dustin and Steve have a massive fight because Steve basically says Eddie wanted to die. He didn't need to.
He basically went, Eddie killed himself, and it was his fault.
Yeah, and he didn't need to die, which obviously Dustin defended Eddie as he should, because Steve wasn't there. Steve
was out of line there, to be fair.
Yeah, but I get why Steve would say that.
Yeah, no, but he was out of line.
Yeah, it was very below the belt for Steve.
Yeah.
But no, it was an interesting thing to have them fighting. Obviously, Dustin was with Eddie in his final moments, so Dustin knows what really happened. But yeah, it was just interesting to have them fight. And then there's the whole scene where Dustin berates Steve for always trying to get himself killed, and he can't.
That made me cry. That scene actually broke.
It got spoilt for me, so I had no reaction to it. I was obviously like, "Oh, this is a really emotional scene."
Broke.
It also shows that the PTSD does have an effect, which we discussed in part 1, that nobody really realises that about Will.
Yeah.
But it shows that the PTSD is there.
Yeah.
It's just not talked about because they have to focus on the problem at hand.
Yeah. I also love that. I do also just love Dustin being basically the smartest guy in the entire season.
Yeah.
He's had the whole thing of he's the one who cracked that the Upside Down was really a wormhole and it wasn't its own place.
Yeah, 100%.
He's the one who was always alright, you can't do this is stupid. He broke the car because obviously to put the antenna in and blah 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 blah. But yeah, no, I like his intelligence.
100%. He's an amazing character across all 5 seasons, but especially season 4 and 5.
Yeah, he had a lot more to do, I think, in season 4 and 5 than in 1, 2, and 3. He was the smart side. He was very much sidelined a little bit, I think.
100%.
But then as he started to get more, he was more of okay, I'm part of this. I can help. Let me put my skills to the test.
Yeah, 100%. No, he's an all-round character, and the dynamic with Steve this season was one of the best ones, despite it not being a necessarily positive one.
Yeah.
So what?
Nothing.
Yeah,
no, it was really nice to see. I love both of them, and I think they just have great chemistry in real life. So you can definitely see that when it comes to the actual show.
Yeah, 100%. Dr. K restarting Papa's project.
Yeah, I know you put potential spin-offs, but
I said potential spin-offs, but yeah, the finale kind of... So I wrote the plan for this, just so people know, I wrote the plan for this as they came out.
Yeah.
So I wrote the Volume 2 plan without knowing what the finale was going to be. But as we saw in the finale,
they're all dead.
They're all dead. So there's no possible spin-offs for that.
There's no pregnant women.
But the idea of somebody restarting the project was a good idea. I just think the military side of it wasn't done well.
I just don't think... Yeah, the military side of the conflict wasn't done well, in my opinion, so it just took away all the dramatic effect from it, because it was like, okay.
Yeah, 100%. Dr. K's character had so much potential, and I really don't think she was done well in the season. I'm sorry.
I know the actress from somewhere. She's from something.
She's from Terminator.
Yeah.
She's Sarah Connor.
That's all.
Which is why I was really disappointed with her character, because obviously I know it's not Linda Hamilton's fault.
Yeah.
But
it's just a poor... It was just
poor writing. It was a bit like Callie.
Yeah.
She just sort of appeared and she was just there. She didn't really have much to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a weird little side thing. I did like the idea, but obviously they killed them all off. So there was no...
Kay's still alive.
Kay's still alive.
That's
but
Kay's still
I mean
alive,
the pregnant. I mean the pregnant women.
Yeah, the pregnant women are all
dead. Going back to what you said, and also moving forward, the upside down being a wormhole was a really, really good reveal.
That was a really nice thing, because it explains like it being stuck in town. It explains the blah blah
yeah.
blah. It explains
yeah.
Explains why there's like the creatures, why you can never... It's also like nice because they keep going like, oh, we're trying to find Vecna, and then it's like, oh, it's a wormhole, he doesn't actually reside there. It's like, oh,
yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, like that's why we couldn't find him. It does make a lot of sense.
Like, all it comes back, like everything in, like, I think Volume 2 was very strong in like, it was like, okay, nothing in Season 1 in Volume 1 went like sort of unanswered.
Yeah,
like, everything in Volume 1
it
had a reason.
It kept
in Volume
continuity
2.
with the questions that were asked in Volume 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the idea of it being a wormhole was really good. I will say one pet peeve, and I have spoken to you about this, was that Dimension X wasn't explained well for me.
Yeah.
I understand, obviously, it was shown in Season 4 when you showed that Vecna got sent down, but obviously we didn't know it was Dimension X at that point. So I think for it to just be there was kind of like, oh, that's just like...
But I mean, to be fair, if they only started like writing that idea in Season 4, it's not really their fault, is it?
Yeah, no, I'm not blaming anyone.
No.
I just think it should have been possibly explained a little better.
I also think it might be explained more in the like play that they made.
I know the cave thing is to do with why he won't go in the cave.
But I think there's more explained into like that section. Like,
I don't know. I'll have to go and see
the
it.
The cave's explained in the show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, the scientist in the cave.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
He's why he doesn't go into the cave.
I forgot about that. That's, like, really irrelevant.
You forgot that really important scene about showing how he got his powers.
Yeah, but it got milked in the finale and it just became, like, irrelevant.
I don't like that in shows when they, like, show the same scene about 15 times. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
It's when they flash back the same scene. Like, sorry, side rant. I just want to get this out of the way.
Okay,
Daz Games. Annoy me. Huh?
Yeah. Okay, Daz Games.
You know at the
side rant!
You know at the very end when, like, Mike realises, like, the thing about 11, which obviously we're going to explain more in a bit. You know when you see his when he gets like that flashback? Stop showing us flashbacks that happened about 20 minutes that happened earlier in the episode. Yes, we get it. We saw that. We were watching. We were watching, guys.
Yeah.
We were watching.
I'm watching your hands because you got very close to my eyes there.
We are watching what happened. Because they did it a lot and they kept showing like scenes from like I think they also did it in Volume 1 at the very end when Will gets his powers. They kept flashbacking, seeing things that had just happened in the episode. It's like, we get it. Yeah. We watched the episode. Just because, like, Timothy is sat there on his iPad half the episode doesn't mean you need to show us the flashbacks.
Oh my god, don't bring up Timothy.
Let the episode be the episode.
Yeah.
If people don't get that, have them rewatch it then.
I agree with that 100%. It's really, really, really random.
Yep.
Are you done ranting now?
I'm done.
Okay.
For a bit, anyway. We're going to get to this bit and I'm going to completely lash out.
Which bit? Will and Robin?
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway.
Nancy and Jonathan. Moving on to Nancy and Jonathan, and I think this was more emotional than Dustin breaking down.
Yes, but I also think that, like, the ending of that scene, for me, completely disregarded the emotional value to it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. I'm assuming you're talking about when she touches the floor and her hand doesn't go into it. I'm sure. Yeah. So, obviously,
they're like it's like a breakup.
Yeah, it is a breakup.
It's
they
a
confirm
breakup.
That.
Yeah,
but it's also a very confessional scene about everything that each of them did wrong and how Jonathan feels really guilty for the way he treated Nancy when he was away, when he was a druggie and whatever. It was a really, really emotional scene between both actors because they are dating in real life.
Yeah, they're married. Are they?
I don't know if they're married yet. They're getting married, I think.
So, yeah. They're together. That's what's important.
Yeah, so it's a
At
really
least 10 years though. Jesus
something
Christ.
like that. They started dating on season 2,
So that's still a few.
2017.
That's
So
still
9 years.
9 years.
9 years now in 2026, but like
Jeez.
8 years on.
If
season
only I
one
could
started.
find love like that.
You'll find it eventually. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Yeah, no, it's a really, really good scene. Obviously, the two actors have very good chemistry, or else they would not be dating in real life. Ugh.
Yeah.
But no, I really, really like that scene, and it's such
I
a
do, yeah.
well shot scene as well.
Yeah.
with
100%. Yeah.
that happens in it.
I like all their little I do like their little confessions a lot. Like the way
Yes.
they're just both like, it's just really sweet. It's just,
Yeah.
And like the ring when he like unproposes.
Yeah,
To her.
that was like the freaking
That was so cute.
like cherry on top.
Yeah.
No, it was a really, really good scene.
But like my issue with it is that none of them die at the end. None of them die by the time it's regarded.
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you said the scene where she puts her hand down, it doesn't go into the white. I don't even what is it?
I don't know.
It's some vector semen. It's just a white. This is going to sound. There's no real way I can say
Vecna's
this.
formulating liquid.
We can't. No, there's no way we can say it without it sounding weird. It's
Vecna's oobleck.
sure, Vecna's Oobleck.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it.
It's just white material that your hand will sink into if you rush through it, but it ends up going.
Yeah, oobleck.
Like, yeah,
That's
it's
oobleck,
literally
yeah.
oobleck.
It's oobleck, yeah. See? Genius.
But yeah, so that the scene where Nancy realizes, oh, we're not going to drown, kind of takes you out of the whole
yeah,
confession
it's
scene.
like, it didn't mean anything.
Yeah, because then they hug again. It's like, oh,
So they're fine.
yeah,
Like, if they had, like, died at... I feel like one of them... I don't think both of them dying would have done much for me, but I think one of them needed to go.
well, at least one bloody character needed to die. But look where that got us.
We'll talk about that
Anyway.
a bit later.
Will and Robin talking about Will coming out. You wanted to rant about this, so I will.
I want to do more of that bit, but, like...
Oh,
I
right,
feel like
okay,
we're combining them, aren't
Do you want to combine them too? So do you
Yeah.
want to do that
them,
bit first?
Like, them talking about it and then when he actually comes out.
Okay, so do you want to do that bit in the middle
Yeah.
first? Okay, so
We'll just go back
William
a little
Stein's monster,
bit. Yeah.
as I've aptly named this scene.
Everyone's named it that. You're not special.
Oh, am I not special?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I think they call it that in the episode or something, don't
Something like that. I don't know. I just like that idea of it being called William Stein's monster.
Yeah, fair.
When they revive the Demogorgon using electricity for Will to take over and
was a
try and
really
control Vecna.
That was really smart.
It was a smart idea. It was a really dumb idea, but it's also really smart at the same time.
Yeah.
Because they knew nothing about what Vecna would do if Will got into his head.
Yeah, but like that was the point.
Yeah, but I
They
know,
weren't supposed
but
to know.
literally, Vecna could have just gone and mentally killed him.
Nah, because plot armor.
I mean, everyone's wearing plot armor in season 5, but you know what I mean.
Bro,
Like,
even Dr.
it's-
K was wearing plot armor.
It's not a well thought out plan.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's the whole thing about Joyce feeling bad that she didn't think it out properly later.
Yeah.
Because Will gets
Thrown through.
yeah,
Thrown.
he gets thrown back and goes into. It's not even. Is it a? No, he just gets taken back to the upside
Yeah,
down.
he just gets
mentally.
knocked out for yeah.
But yeah,
It was I really enjoyed. Like,
it's a good scene,
how it
especially with when he takes over Vecna and tells Max to run. That was a really good scene.
Isn't there also a continuity after in that bit, or is that the scene after?
I think that's
With
the scene after.
the electricity gauntlet and it's changed colour.
That's the scene. That's the scene after, and
Okay.
there's theories behind that, but
Yeah.
I'm not going into it because those theories weren't true.
They might be. The 7th of July, guys, is going to be
Yeah.
a regular day. Anyway, yeah.
That's all I really want to say
Yeah.
for that
I
scene.
love Lucas's little run though. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
he just falls to the floor. It's great. Lucas carried the show on his
Yeah.
back the whole time.
We are going to combine the next two things. Will and Robin talking about coming out, and Will coming out officially. You want to rant? Go.
I'm not really ranting, but I just really
Yeah.
like
No.
this.
Go on. Go on. You
I
go.
do just really like the scene. I love the fact that it's. I think we mentioned this. The fact that it's Steve who Robin turns to, and just the
Yeah.
shock on Will's face is like.
Yeah. The
Obvi-
realization of Steve.
Yeah, because it's like Steve has always been that character. He's like in season 1, he was shown to be like this arrogant. He was supposed to be this popular.
He's an
kid.
asshole.
Yeah, exactly. He's a douche. He's supposed to be one of them characters that you're not supposed to like. So the fact that he's the most I don't want to say he's the most accepted in the group, but the fact that he's one
He's
of
the first one.
He's the
Yeah.
first person that someone turns to, and he's just very accepting about it. I think just proves how good of a character he is.
Yeah.
Also, just the fact that that guy has no relation to anyone in the cast. That guy is just in it for the love of the game.
Joe Keery is incredible.
That guy's just like no, I don't even mean that.
No, I know.
I mean just like the actual fact that Steve.
Yeah, Steve is just there for the vibes. Like
Steve is just there for that.
Steve is just Steve. He's
Steve
doing
is-
Steve things.
Yeah, Steve is just
It's
there.
not even Stranger Things. It's Steve things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
Steven things.
Steve Harrington things.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's just incredible, and just the fact that he's just there. He's such
Yeah.
a caring man. Like even with Dustin, this is just some kid who just threw flowers into the back of his car and told him to get in his car.
Yeah.
I know it's like his best mate. It's just like he's such a caring man. So the fact that he's the person that everyone's shocked by being the most accepting. I do also just like him throughout like the entire show and like him just being there.
Yeah.
I do like Will and Robin like talking about it, and he's obviously like jumping around the bush about it, obviously,
Yeah.
which is something about him, and also like him trying to see if Mike has feelings back for him, which
I was going to mention that.
I don't think they should have been together.
No.
It's,
The referencing and Mike understanding it didn't make sense to me.
what do you mean?
When Will is coming out, obviously, the whole thing is that Mike realises Will's on about him.
No.
Yes, the
No.
Duffers have said that.
When? That was not made clear at all.
No, so he has apparently one of the facial expressions, this is coming from the Duffers online, one of the facial expressions that Mike makes is meant to symbolise that he realises...
That was not made clear to me.
No, it's not in the show,
Oh.
but the Duffers have come out and said that was what it was meant to be.
Oh. Okay.
So apparently Mike pulls a face that's like, oh, I understand that. Because I didn't spot it at first, and then I saw the Duffers because I follow the Duffers on Instagram and whatever else.
So does that mean
social.
he's just like hopped into the finale and he's just gone, and he's gone, and like Will's gone to him. He's like, I couldn't have asked for a better friend. He goes, friend, no,
Yeah.
best friend. So what? He was
Yeah.
just doing that to be annoying.
Yep. Essentially,
The hell, no.
that's essentially what the Duffer Brothers said.
That's not in my. Listen, you made the show. We can infer what the character's facial expressions mean.
I was the same as you. I didn't get that either.
Yeah, no,
But
wasn't me. I don't know, because I feel like because obviously they did a close up when he was talking about being someone's Tammy.
yeah,
Obviously they did a close up on Mike, but I just got that as him as Will more so going, okay,
Yeah.
this is someone that I was not
Yeah.
supposed to be with.
yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah,
It wasn't clear to me either. Don't
No.
worry. You're not in your own boat
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It wasn't clear to me either.
yeah. I do like Will and Robin like talking about it though. And
Yeah.
just, like the fact that she's so comfortable to do it, and it also shows how like much she's like grown with the group.
Yeah,
That way
100%.
she's not like ashamed to be herself,
100%.
which I really like.
Moving
We haven't
on.
actually talked about him coming out. We did the scene, but we haven't actually done the actual scene of him coming out.
You were putting them together though. It was like
Yeah.
you like the scenes. There's not really much to say about it. It's just
I just-
a standard scene
I
of
just think
somebody
a lot
coming
of
out.
people have missed the point of what it was.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like, yes, him coming out was like, it was a bit, obviously it was like, it was made a bit like, obviously it was a bit strange in a way, but you've also got to remember,
Ah, Stranger Things.
Yeah,
I see what you did there.
but obviously it's the 80s, so obviously
Yeah.
he's gonna like drag it out a bit, because he's,
It wasn't as accepted in the 80s.
yeah, exactly, and like him waiting is him basically going, okay, I'm gonna say this little line, how are they reacting? Okay,
Yeah.
let me say this bit, how are they reacting? Before he gets to his final, I don't like girls.
Yeah.
And then that's when he like, okay, this is when I'm just gonna say it now. That's
Yeah.
what the scene. That's what I got from the scene anyway.
Yeah,
It's him-
no, I
it's
got
him, like,
I got
trying
that
to,
too.
like,
I got that as well.
test the room before actually saying it, which is really good. Which I
Yeah.
think is a really sweet way to do it.
100%.
Obviously, the way he does do it is the reason why he comes out at that moment is horrific. Because obviously
Yeah.
he does it because like Vecna might manipulate the fact that he feels it,
Yeah.
which then to me doesn't. I don't know. I think the fact that nothing happened in the finale based upon it didn't.
I think it was just meant to be a nice scene before
Yeah.
all hell
Yeah,
broke
but I
loose.
think I love the scene. I think the scene was really well done in my opinion.
Yeah.
But then the thing that twists it is that it made it seem like such a dramatic thing that he said it because of Vecna,
Yeah.
and then there wasn't really much of like a dramatic. I don't know.
It's hard to...
It is
Talk about
it is one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, it's a really good scene. It's
I
hard
really
to
like
find
it.
negatives in it, but I do understand where you're
Yeah.
coming from, is that he only does it because he feels that he needs to.
Yeah.
To, just in case of something
Yeah.
bad happening.
But then the fact that he needs to doesn't really get a payoff, if that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if I've.
No,
I get what. Yeah,
I understand where you're coming from, 100%.
I do love Will.
Yes. To be fair, I like all the characters in it.
Yeah.
The only one I didn't like was the jock guy.
Was that the one in season 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
But I like even like Billy. I like Billy's character.
Yeah.
But he's got Jason in the job.
Jason.
Yeah. He just doesn't do anything.
To be fair, he is justified in his anger.
He's justified in his anger, but that's it. He's just angry. There's no...
Yeah.
He saw that his girlfriend was killed, presumed it was the last person she was seeing, which, yes, in the 80s was probably a very fair assumption. Because obviously...
It's a fair assumption no matter what time
no,
period you're in.
but if you think about it, in the 80s they wouldn't have had the ability to lift fingerprints or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly, which is why you're also going to suspect the last person they were with.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's more justified then than it is now.
Yeah.
But he didn't bother to even give him a chance to...
Yeah.
Sort of go, oh, it wasn't me, man. I swear.
Yeah.
He just immediately goes, I'm going to kill this man.
Yeah, but then, like, you know, would you not do the same?
I'd do the same, but I'd at least give the person a chance to maybe get their side across.
Fair enough.
Even if it doesn't change what I think.
Yeah, but then realistically, like, what if he did do that? And then Eddie went, yeah, she floated into the air and then her bones started snapping and then she just, like you're going to go, what?
Yeah, but then the scene on the boat where
yeah, but then
black guy gets killed, I can't remember his
after.
name. No, it's not.
Yeah,
he
it
hasn't found Eddie back. He's found Eddie in the thing and he goes on the boat.
No, but like, that's the thing, like, it does that bit. Chrissy dies in the
first. At the end of the first episode.
Yeah, she dies first. He's not going to go, okay,
yeah,
I'm going
no,
to...
but my point being is that obviously Chrissy gets killed.
Yeah.
So this is meant to be about season 5. Hang on, we'll get back to it.
Yeah, we will.
Chrissy obviously gets killed in the thingy at first.
Yeah.
And then he's obviously chasing after Eddie and all sorts
But
throughout
he
the
runs
season.
away. Eddie runs away. That's why he's so suspicious.
No, I know. But then he gets to the bit where he finds him at the boathouse and Eddie gets on the boat and he goes out. And Jason can clearly see him, Eddie, in the boat, not doing anything. His mate, the black guy, I can't remember his name.
Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick. He goes up, bone, snap, crackle, and pop. Jason has a clear view of Eddie.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
It was the only thing that came to my mind.
That is incredible.
Jason has a clear view of Eddie. He can see that he's not doing anything.
Yeah, but he thinks it's a cult thing.
No, but...
Hellfire.
Yeah, I get that. But then you also would have to summon something, meaning you would have to either say something or make a gesture.
Unless you just unleashed a demon into society, which is, I think...
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, weird fact, I think if I read this correctly, Eddie's based on, like, an actual kid who got...
Yeah, he is.
Like,
he is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
back to season 5.
Sorry, it's just something that doesn't sit right with me in season 4. But anyway, back to season 5.
This is the finale.
Everything here is now on the finale.
Yeah.
This might drag out the episode a bit, which is why we didn't want to do it in one part.
Yeah.
They
killed Vecna too easy.
Yeah.
They hype these up as being like, oh my god, the like scariest villains of like ever.
The Mind Nussy.
Yeah. And then have them die in, I think, if I remember correctly, it's less than 15 minutes?
It's 6.5 minutes.
6.5 minutes.
Bear in mind, the finale was also a 2-hour-long episode.
Oh my god. You do not understand. I finished that episode. I finished, like, they killed the Mind Flayer and Vecna. I was looking at the time, I was like, oh, there's like an hour left. Oh my god, he's not going to be dead, is he? I went through it, it's just like, it was just the last 5 minutes of a TV show. Cool, lovely.
We'll get more into that in a minute, because that'll come under, like, pacing.
Yeah.
But no, Vecna was killed way too easily, considering what he's done in season 5 and 4.
That guy was nerfed so much.
So is the Mind Flayer.
Oh yeah, 100%. That it was stronger in season 3.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you've done that.
I think it's because in season 3 it had a physical form, whether in season 5 it's residing in its own dimension.
So shouldn't it be stronger in its own dimension? It should be stronger in its own dimension.
Yeah. I've not thought this sentence through. No, I just believe that because it has so much in it in season 3 that it's made up of its own, like the rats and stuff. It would be able to do more destruction.
It'd be stronger because it's literal particles. The whole thing of the Mind Flayer, it's like
but it's not in season 5 though. It's like the size of a large mansion.
Yeah, it's like, but it's still the particles though. It's still like the
I guess. I don't know. The whole thing was way too easy, and I disagree with it entirely.
Yeah,
the pacing of the finale was so bad,
so poor. It's like have that last hour of the episode. I'm calling it a film.
Yeah, no, call it a film. It's 2 hours. Go on.
Have that last hour. Just cut it down into like, I'd say 15 minutes.
20.
15, 20 minutes. Have it cut to that. And then have those extra bit of time them fighting the Mind Flayer.
Are we then infiltrating? Not infiltrating. Are we including? I don't know why I got infiltrated and including mixed up.
Yeah.
Are we including the scene with 11 in that 20 minutes though?
Which one?
The last one, not the last one. The one where she dies, quote unquote.
Yeah. No, I say have that in that little bit when you're still fighting the Mind Flayer. Those last 20 minutes should be them graduating and like them playing their last game of D&D.
Yeah. Okay.
That should not have been an hour. That shouldn't have been 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, the last hour just wasn't needed.
Yeah.
I understand there was obviously you had to wrap up a lot of characters, fair enough. So,
but they didn't even do that.
No, I know. That's what annoyed me. I think if you're gonna have it be an hour, wrap up every character.
Yeah.
Wrap up Murray and.
It's when like I don't know if these are fake or not because there's a very high chance. Have you seen the Duffer Brothers have like have done interviews since like the episodes come out? Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're real. I'm not going to confirm or deny whether or not they're real. Yeah. They might be because I just don't know. But apparently a lot of their answers have just been I don't know. This probably happened, and it's like you're the writers.
Yeah, you should have put something in.
Like I understand with 11's sake going like oh she may or may not be alive. That's for you guys to infer.
Yeah.
You can't just go. Because that's ambiguous. So many other clips can be ambiguous.
Yeah.
You've got to either just have like one line of it. Like I know a lot of people have been complaining about Robin and Vicky and whether or not they're still together.
Yeah, that was something I really wanted to know, and I never got the answer.
You could have just had a line of her go like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and see Vicky," or "Oh, I'll bring Vicky along," or something like that. Just give us something to just tell us whether or not they're still together, or like if they're not. I get the fact that she's not supposed to be like that important of a character, but like
she also is at the same time because she's Robin's.
Yeah, and also like the fact that she like instantly goes, okay. Also, I love Vicky. She's so caring. Sorry,
you said that in part one. It's okay.
No, I love her. She's great.
But no, the whole last episode was really was such a letdown. There was also the whole thing of they quote unquote killed off 11.
Yeah,
which doesn't make sense to me if you think about it.
What do you mean? They killed her or that it's an ambiguous thing?
How they go about it.
Go on.
Callie was shot about 20 minutes into the finale, yeah? So you take the aspects of our time.
Yeah.
She was shot in the chest.
Yes.
She shouldn't have still been alive. She would have bled out by that point.
Fair. Yeah.
So that whole scene with 11 saying goodbye to Mike makes no sense.
Because there was something I saw the other day which was like, not only the fact that she wouldn't have survived, the bomb that they made was planted on top of the lab.
Yep.
Which, when the bomb went off, would have been the first bit to have been destroyed.
Yep.
And so, for 11 to have continued standing meant that it must have been her because the lab would have been the first thing to destroy. Therefore, Callie would have been killed. So unless like Hopper's brought her back somewhere, which isn't likely.
No, because he didn't like her.
Yeah.
He
put a bullet in the head.
That whole thing just because I didn't think about the real time of bleeding out from a gunshot into the chest at first because I was like, oh, well, she's dead now.
But also, like, you can say that, but also, those two scenes are probably going hand in hand. You've got to remember that a show like that isn't. You're not going to have the split screen in between showing both.
Yeah,
happen.
no,
so what could
have
happened is that shot happened,